Peace, love, health, and well, Vibe Tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Remember, my name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. When you come here, kick off your shoes and relax your feet, right? When you come here, remember this is spa day for the soul, right? This is chicken noodle soup for the spirit. This is mani and petties for the ego, right? When you come here, remember this is a hard hat area. And self-development is the construction site. All right. So we have our week ahead reading. Um our week ahead love reading. I'm sorry. I'm trying to multitask. We have here our week ahead love reading. All right. So I pulled a couple cards uh from the love oracle deck, then I pulled a couple cards from the tarot deck, okay? So before we get into the cards, I just want to say that I did drop another episode of removing manifestation blockages last night. It was a very powerful episode in which we got into the idea of Batman, right? And use Batman for an analogy to be able to manifest, right? I love to be able to find different ways to teach and explain the principles of manifestation because I know, there's a lot of people who can't just you just tell them to go pray, they go pray, right? Some people need to know what does prayer mean, why pray, etc., etc., etc. And then I was one of those people who always believe like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I got to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just have nobody tell me something and then I just flow with it. Like that never really worked for me, right? I always was the one who was, I need to know, what is the science behind getting on your knees and putting your hands together and closing your eyes and bowing your head, and you know what I'm saying? I needed to know the ins and outs of that. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't grow up in the church, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But guaranteed, I did pursue and try to find answers. All right. So make sure y'all go check out removing manifestation blockages. All right. Also, I will be going live after this love reading. I will be going live again to do individual readings, but I did want to get that weekly love reading out. All right. So here we go, y'all. Let's ahead and get started with these cards. And if you don't know, the Two of Pentacles is the card of the day, okay? So that's why the Two of Pentacles is there. The Two of Pentacles is the card of the day. All right, so today we're going to be deep diving into the energy surrounding love and relationships. We'll explore feelings of uncertainty and the potential for new beginnings while also acknowledging the possibility of heartbreaking transformation. Get ready to explore these powerful energies together. We'll start with the Lover Oracles card and then we'll move into the tarot. For each, I'll give you a deep metaphysical and occult breakdown, as well as I'll look at what it means for both single and for people who's in a relationship. All right. So the first card we have is confusion. All right. That's uncertainty, unclear, and unsure. Okay, uncertainty, unclear, and unsure. Where is my mouse at? All right. So when we talking about this confusion card, remember the confusion card at its core speaks. Sorry, let me get comfortable. I apologize. So remember, guys, welcome in. I see y'all coming in. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. Um, the confusion card at its core speaks to a lack of clarity in one's emotional. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. So the confusion card at its core speaks to a lack of clarity in one's emotional or spiritual path. Metaphysically, it suggests a blockage in the flow of intuition or a disconnect from inner knowing. It could indicate a period where your chakras related to clarity and discernment, right? Like the third eye or the crown chakra might be a bit murky, making it hard to see the truth of the situation. The card also points to a veil over the conscious mind, possibly due to unresolved emotional energies or external influences that are creating doubt. It's a call for us to look inward. The card itself is a call for us to look inward and to find the center amidst chaos. All right. So for singles, right, whether you freshly broken up or you've been going back and forth or whatever. Okay. So if you single right now, how I interpret the card is when confusion shows up, it often means you're feeling uncertain about what you truly want in a partner or in a relationship. You might be unsure about putting yourself out there, or perhaps even you're confused about past experiences and how they impact your future love life, right? This isn't a bad thing necessarily. It's an invitation to pause and a clear get clear on your desires, your boundaries, and your emotional needs before you step into a new connection. It could also suggest that the potential connection around you are also unclear, creating a confusing dynamic. Okay. So for those who's in a relationship, confusion can indicate a period of misunderstanding or ambiguity within the relationship itself. You might be feeling unsure about the direction of the relationship. You might be feeling confused about your partner's actions, or you could simply be unclear about your own feelings right now. This card urges us to open up and honestly communicate. Okay. It's a sign that unspoken thoughts or unresolved issues are creating fog in between you and your partner. It's time to address the elephant in the room, to seek clarity together. All right. So the number two card we have is the beginnings card. Is releasing, purifying, and cleansing. All right. So beginnings is a powerful card of rebirth and renewal. Metaphysically speaking, it resonates with the energy of creation and the universal principle of cycles. It signifies the clearing of old energies and to make way for the new, often linked to the sacral chakra's ability to create and manifest. It's also a card. It also represents fresh starts, new ventures, and the initiation of a new phase. It embodies the concept of a divine timing, suggesting that the universe is aligning to support a new journey, even if it feels like starting from scratch. It's about shedding the old skin and embracing the potential of what's to come next. Okay, so how I interpret this card for the singles is, if you're single right now, beginnings is an incredibly positive sign. It means that a new chapter in your life or your love life is on the horizon. This could manifest as trying to approach a date trying I'm sorry. This could manifest as trying a new approach to dating, meeting someone completely unexpected, or even starting over after a period of reflection. It encourages you to release any past hurts or patterns that no longer serves you, and to open up your heart to fresh possibilities. It's a time to be proactive in cultivating the love you desire, as the energy is ripe for new connections. All right. So for those who's actually in a relationship right now, beginning suggests that the renewal or revitalization of your partnership. This could mean a fresh start after a challenging period, a decision to move in a new direction together, like moving in, marriage, and starting a family, or simply a renewed sense of commitment and passion. It's an opportunity to reignite the spark and redefine relationships in a positive way. If you have felt if things have felt stagnant in your relationship, this card brings the promise of fresh energy and a chance to try again with a deeper understanding and approach for one another. All right, so the third oracle card we have is, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, hold on, hold on, no, I'm confused. Hold on, the cards. Okay, so this is supposed to be in beginnings. I'm sorry, I don't know what the H is going on. The cards are sticking together. I wasn't even paying attention. Let me move this out the way. All right, so that was the beginnings card. I apologize. I grabbed the wrong card. All right, so last but not least, we have the broken card. All right. It says shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So the broken card, while initially sounding challenging, carries profound metaphysical and occult meanings of transformation and healing through dissolution. I'm sorry. Metaphysically speaking, um, it represents the breaking down of old structures, beliefs, and emotional patterns that are no longer serving your highest good. It's often linked to the heart chakra, indicating deep wounding that paradoxically can lead to immense growth. Also, this card signifies a necessary shattering of illusions and attachments that were holding you back. This destruction isn't truly an ending, but a necessary precursor to rebuilding something stronger and more authentic. It's about finding strength and vulnerability in the alchemical process of turning lead into gold through emotional processing. Okay, so for all of my singles out there, welcome in. I see a couple people coming in. For all of my singles out there, broken often points to healing from the past heartbreaks or breaking of old limiting beliefs about love. You might be carrying the weight of a past relationship that has shattered your trust or left you feeling unlovable. All right. This card acknowledges the pain that also emphasizes this card acknowledges that pain, but also emphasizes the potential for profound healing and a new sense of wholeness. It's an invitation to process those feelings, release them, and understand that while something may have felt destroyed, it's making space for a more aligned and authentic love to enter your life. For those who are in a relationship, if you if you're in a relationship or if you're in a relationship and a broken card appears, it suggests a significant challenge or period of immense strain with partnership. This could manifest as a major conflict, a profound betrayal, a feeling of a feeling that the foundation of a relationship is crumbling. It signifies a necessary breaking point where something within the dynamic needs to be shattered in order for the relationship to either be rebuilt on a stronger, more honest foundation or for it to be released entirely. It forces you to confront the cracks and decide if pieces were worth putting back together. If so, how? So the combined message of these oracle cards, so the combined message of the oracle is one that's beautiful yet challenging, right? The narrative emerging from these lover oracle cards is the presence of confusion, brokenness, and beginnings. All right. Together, these cards tell a powerful story about the journey of love right now. All right. Many of you have been experiencing a period of uncertainty and lack of clarity in your romantic lives, perhaps feeling unsure about the next steps or even your own desires. This confusion might stem from a recent or past experience where something felt truly shattered or broken, leaving a sense of destruction in its wake. Yet, even in the midst of the emotional processing, these cards collectively assure us that this very breakdown is clearing the path. I'm sorry. It is precisely it is it is precisely through confronting and healing what feels broken that we must be guided to a profound space of new beginnings. This is an invitation to try again, to embrace a new direction, and to bravely start over with the unclear vision, with the clearer vision born from experience. The oracle is whispering that while the path may be unclear at times, the past hurt may linger, and a significant new chapter is being initiated, fueled by the very lessons learned from what was once shattered. All right. So let's go ahead and move to the tarot cards. Okay. So the first card we got is the Death card. Okay. So the Death card in tarot is perhaps the most understood card of all times. Uh, it rarely signifies physical death, but more so metaphysically, it represents the absolute end of a cycle, a profound transformation, excuse me, or a radical change. It's about shedding the old self, old habits, and outdated ways of being to make room for rebirth. What up, y'all? Double tap that screen. Come on in. It's connected to the concept of the ego death. Okay, letting go of what you think you are to embrace who you truly are. This card also embodies the alchemical process of the negrito. All right, negrito. All right, the darkening or decomposition. All right. So, where something must die in order for new life to emerge, all right? It's a powerful force of clearing and renewing, often indicating liberation from stagnant energy and a powerful transition into a new phase. It's a spiritual reset button, all right? So, for my singles out here, this death card is a clear indicator that an old chapter in your love life is definitely closing right now, clearing the way for something entirely new. All right. This could mean that letting go of a past relationship, releasing old patterns of dating that no longer serve you, or transforming the entire approach to love, to finding love. I'm sorry. What up? What up? What up? It's a powerful, powerful call to embrace change and recognize that for true love to enter, certain aspects of your old self or expectations must quote unquote die. This transformation is ultimately liberating and paves the way for a more authentic connection. All right, so let's look at the death card in terms of people who's in a relationship. So that was just for those who are single. All right. So in a relationship, the death card signifies a major transformation or ending within the partnership. This doesn't necessarily mean a breakup, although it can. More often, it represents the end of an old phase, right? Or dynamic in a relationship that is no longer working. Perhaps old arguments are being put to rest, unhealthy patterns are being transformed, or significant shifts in commitment or lifestyle is occurring right now. It could be a profound redefinition of your relationship, requiring both partners to let go of old expectations and embrace a new way of being together. It's also about pruning what doesn't serve you in relationships growth, even if it feels uncomfortable. All right, so the next card we have here is right here in my face, the Three of Swords. All right. So in general, when we're looking at the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, pain, and grief, right? No wonder we get this card in the middle of this reading, right? And often harsh truths. So, metaphysically speaking, it represents the piercing of illusion and the painful but necessary, listen to what I'm saying, confrontation with reality. It speaks to emotional wounds, often involving betrayal, loss, and deep disappointment. It's associated with the pain that can arise from intellectual or mental clarity, seeing things for they are, what they truly are, even if it hurts, right? The swords element, which is air, points to the mental realm, suggesting that the pain often originates from thoughts, words, and perceptions that cut deep. It's about processing emotional trauma in a difficult yet un, my mouth dries out. Ultimately purifying process of grieving. All right, let me grab my double cup real fast. I'll be right back. Ooh, okay. Okay, so for singles, the Three of Swords often points to the Three of Swords often points to unresolved heartbreak from the past relationship or deep-seated emotional pain that's impacting your ability to open up to new love. This card acknowledges the pain and calls for a period of healing and emotional processing. It's crucial to allow yourself to feel these emotions, grieve what's been lost, and to avoid carrying that unresolved pain into the future connections. Healing this wound is essential before you listen. Healing this wound is essential before genuinely inviting a new healthy relationship. All right, like I always say, you can't take old problems into a new house, and it's not going to be fair for you to fall in love with somebody who's going to be falling in love with an unhealed version of you, right? Because that person who's falling into an unhealed version of you is not falling in love with you because you don't know who you are when you're not healed. Your likes, your wants, your needs is going to change once you heal. That's a part of healing, is accepting what needs to change in your life, right? So let's look at the Three of Swords from the perspective of a person in a relationship right now. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. All right. How many people out here doing love readings that can only give you one perspective? They just be pulling cards and guessing. No shade though, no shade, right? But they just be guessing. They don't be knowing what they be talking about for real. All right. So for those in a relationship, okay, the Three of Swords indicate a period of significant emotional pain, conflict, or revelation that causes heartbreak. This could be due to a betrayal, a painful argument, or the realization of a difficult truth about your partner or the relationship itself. It signifies a period where hurtful words might be exchanged or a situation arises that truly pierces the heart. While painful, this card often precedes a necessary confrontation of issues that have been festering, leading to either a deeper, more honest connection or the painful realization that the relationship cannot continue in this current form. It urges you to confront the truth, however difficult it may be. Right? And speaking about the truth, right? Speaking about the truth, our last card is the Sun card. Right? I love this transaction between the transition in between these cards, right? I love it, I love it, I love it. I want more of it, right? Where my mouth? I'm so serious, delirious, I'm crazy. Can I get some hearts in the chat, please? Hold on, hold on. All right. So the Sun card. The Sun card is one of the most positive and joyous cards in the whole tarot. Metaphysically speaking, it represents illumination, clarity, vitality, truth, and unbridled joy. It signifies, I'm sorry, the overcoming of obstacles, the dispelling of shadows, and the manifestation of the inner light projecting outward. It's associated with radiant energy of the crown chakra and the universal principle of consciousness and awakening. The sun card also symbolizes the sun card also symbolizes ultimate success, enlightenment, growth, warmth, and the nurturing power of the divine masculine. See, they don't like that. They when they meet the divine masculine, somebody who's gonna talk to them straightforward, and somebody who's going. This is what I was channeling last night. Um, See, it's a lot of people who's been taught that any masculinity is toxic because they ain't grow up with a father. They didn't grow up with an authority figure, right? It's a lot of men and women out here who can't handle authority because they don't understand what masculinity is. They don't understand. They worried about their feelings being hurt. They worried about not being chosen versus learning new things, right? They want to fit in instead of projecting energy. They want to fit in. They want to be chosen, right? It's not about you being chosen. It's about the mutual choice of each other, right? And so it's cool, but the divine masculines, the sacred masculines still gonna speak, right? This is why they don't get results in their life. This is why they stuck, because they don't have no discipline. You understand what I'm saying? So the sun symbolizes ultimate success, enlightenment, warmth, and the nurturing power of the divine masculine. It's about living authentically, radiating positive energy, and experiencing profound happiness and fulfillment. It's pure, unadulterated bliss and clear vision. Thank you, Nightbot. For those who are single, the sun is an incredibly optimistic sign, bringing joy, success, and clarity to your love life. It suggests a period of feeling confident, radiant, and most importantly, attractive, which naturally draws positive connections to you. So if you say I'm attractive, then it's going to bring in positive energy, right? But if you say I'm not attractive, then it's not going to bring in positive energy. All right. So again, removing manifestation blockages. Go check out the podcast on my channel, y'all. Removing manifestation blockages. We're going to dive into love, money, all of that stuff. All right. So you'll likely experience a sense of optimism and a clear vision of what you desire right now. This is the time when genuine connections can blossom as you are operating from a place of authenticity and high vibration. It might indicate meeting someone who brings immense joy and brightness into your life, or a period of great personal happiness that makes you a magnet for love. So, for those in the relationship, the Sun card represents happiness, success, and profound joy within the partnership. It represents a period of shared warmth, understanding, and clear communication. Any previous confusion or pain is now to be dispelled. The relationship is thriving in light and truth. It can indicate a celebration, a deepening of commitment, or simply a period of both partners feeling immensely content and supported. This card promises a bright future, mutual respect, and a relationship filled with positivity and shared success. It's a beautiful affirmation of harmony and abundance in your union. All right. So what do all of these cards mean together? All right. So, Vibe Tribe, as we bring this week's love reading to a close, let's weave together these powerful threads in between these cards, okay? So, we begin in a space of confusion where clarity is felt distant, right? Clarity felt distant, and the path ahead was uncertain. Perhaps some of you were feeling that profound sense of being broken, right? Being broken, experiencing raw edge of heartbreak, or the painful sting of the truth revealed by these three of swords. Yet hold on. Yet every ending holds the seed of a new beginning. The death card reminds us that the true transformation requires letting go. It's in the shedding of the old skin, old patterns, and past hurts that we create the necessary space for rebirth. Okay? And that my vibe tribe leads us directly to the powerful promise of beginnings. All right. Whether you're single or partnered, the universe is aligning you to offer you a fresh start, a new direction, and an opportunity to truly start with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of what love truly means. Through the journey of release and renewal, we arrive at the radiant energy of the sun. The card illuminates our path, bringing clarity, joy, and success to your relationships, both with yourself and with others. It signifies a period of profound happiness where the light of truth dispels all of the shadows and your authentic self can truly shine. So, if you have been in a place where of conflict, if you have been in a place of confusion or nursing a broken heart, know that the universe is guiding you through the necessary transformations into a period of beautiful beginnings. Embrace the clarity and radiant joy that awaits you. The path forward is one of hope, authenticity, and profound connection. May you seek May May you seek. May your week be filled with love, clarity, and radiant light. All right, so that is the end of this reading. So what up, y'all? What up? What's going on? What's going on? Where my tray at? Tray wait, nickel. All right, y'all. So do we got any questions, comments, concerns about love readings? All right, so if we don't have any questions, comments, concerns, or requests about love readings, then I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down, and I'm gonna come back with the after party. Y'all cool with that? I like that G7 too. That's raw. I like that. You need to check on the other animals. Shit. If you need some help, I'll work for food. We'll work for food. If you got enough property, let me pitch a tent. Shit. Oh shit. I ain't even used my tent yet this year. It's time to break that tent in. Speaking of that, I need to go water my babies. And I got some new seeds I planted too. I need to find my bean seed so I could plant another bean plant because my bean plant died. Oh, remember those rare cucumbers I was telling you about? Where I got some flowers. So we gonna have some of them those lemon cucumbers. They look like yellow apples. I can't wait. I cannot wait. We got like we got 3 flowers that bloomed, and we got like a handful of flowers left. Yeah, about that time to come up. That's what I'm saying. Look, she don't know what I'm talking about. She don't know. See, right on time. What's up? Talk to me. I talk back. Smoke with me. I smoke crack. Yeah, I got these lemon cucumbers, man. I cannot wait to try one of them, man. They say they taste like cucumbers. Like it's a lot of people who get them and pickle them, and they taste like regular pickles, but they round like apples. Where you at, Jade? Well, don't. Never mind. Never mind. Don't post it because we got haters that be popping in and out. I know one of y'all ain't like the video. I know that much. All right, y'all. So can we continue this conversation on the next live, please? I'm gonna shut this one down and I'll come back like in 30 seconds. So if it don't show up, what you're gonna have to do is totally close out your YouTube app and then come right back in. All right, because sometimes when you go live and then close it and open it back up, it ain't gonna show. All right, but I'll be right back. All right, thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in to the love reading, man. Peace, love, health, and wealth to all of y'all. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the show box because I ain't buying it. Peace.